to a real one. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe, never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack, where my at? Take an L and try to double back, we ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap, I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, hype me up. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up? I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up?
My days thinking if I would ever live inside the background. Now I pull strings, they out to get me another day, another man down. I pick up my shoes, I'm picking the litter, I'm pushing the limit, I pick it a slack now.
The glitters ain't gold, look around where we roam through. In the land of the broken, it's a lot we was prone to. Quicker sand was engulfing, but intact with my soul. But dispatch, I'm evolving, searching for solitude. While most fold, I'm comic composed. Stop the politicking with know they voters is frauds. I'm off the hit with the 50s, I can't be product and system. I pray to God, no, we listen. Won't seal my fate with some kisses. Nah, cause we ain't got time to keep off our toes. The type of vigor make you consider throwing the towel. I'm in the mood to make y'all remember going to proud. Sharpen my sword, declaring a war on foes and cows, yeah. So pass me the torch, thrones and crowns. It's the voice of the future tonight, rooster sounds. The Bronze Age forever, this a God-given level. On a high like crescendo when my mind stay resembled.
My days thinking if I would ever live inside the background.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Nighthawks of Buenos Aires taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, let's go Wednesday, on Wednesday.
They run again with Walker. He can't get him down. And he'll be tackled at about the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Seahawks had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On first down, Smith. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here's 2nd and 3. On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, Walker with it. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Walker. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Get it!
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Steady!
To throw on second down, Leonard. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from the guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
18, 5 in! 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers! 19 tight, 19 tight!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Running right, here's Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. But you look at this defense, it's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Sticking with Walker on second down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Geno. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. They'll try and run the option. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. In a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more. Saw it there. Did not work out. Turnover on downs. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fielded just inside the 30. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 7. Smith. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 37 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball is right on the money and leads to a big play.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Leonard. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. A give, running right is Akers. Down the sideline he goes. And touchdown! Cam Akers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Nighthawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical. Walker now on 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1 yard gain up to the 26.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll try the air now with Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 78 yards rushing for it as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And they run the option on second down. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 36 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. He was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. A nice return there at 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Geno now to throw. He'll buy some time right. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Geno on first down. Throw out wide to Walker. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Geno. Escaping the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Hey, York on now for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
14, Seahawks 13.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7. Outright to Smith-Njigba. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
A give for Walker running right. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
There we go.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Out of the gun, Smith. That's complete right around the 8. So no gain on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, alert! Alert!
Now Smith. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And
this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Gino's going to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
18 radius.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Okay, ready?
Jefferson moving in motion left.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw on second down. Leonard. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Operating from the gun, Leonard. Looking deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
On now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Play action. It's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead, Walker. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. They're going right back to Walker.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
3rd and 5. Now a run with Walker.
Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to make it a 2-score game. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now
As you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Okay, break.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
19 Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
To throw on second down, Leonard. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Operating from the gun, Leonard. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So the victory here for Seattle, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to,